when you put goodwill out there, it's amazing what can be accomplished. I'd like to go back in time, Cody. Talk to us years ago, running about 12 years ago. What was the trigger? Paul had a big heart. What was the trigger for him to start up the foundation?
Paul, it's a great question. Paul never planned in life to become a big movie star. He always idolized race car drivers, professional snowboarders, surfers, athletes. That was always his jam, and acting just always came so easy to him. It kind of this take it or leave it attitude, which got him a lot of work, and he just never really felt entirely fulfilled just making movies. And it was actually after the earthquakes in Haiti back in January of 2010, he just spontaneously put a bunch of money down and called up his friends that were firefighters and urban search and rescue team guys and jumped through them all on a plane. And by the grace of God and actually Vin Diesel, who helped him get in there via helicopter, he got in there and started getting to work and helping people that were in a real bad way. And when he got back from that trip, his life was forever changed, and he realized that there's a huge unmet need after these disasters. You've got government organizations with tons of red tape trying to come in, trying to help people, but it's just such a logistical nightmare. And there's such a delay and a disconnect between getting those resources to the people that actually need them. And he could have put his name on anything, on any organization out there, but he didn't want this to be a PR stunt, and he wanted to get his hands dirty and to be part of something bigger than himself. And he came back from that, and he founded Reach Out Worldwide, and he funded it 100%. By his own means until the day that we lost him.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fact. Susie, there's a lot of bureaucracy.
Yeah.
We see it. I mean, even for us that, we want to help. And of course, obviously you see the disaster. You're like, man, what can I do? And then you find out there's a lot of red tape.
There is.
And I heard Vin Diesel flying with a helicopter. Get him over there now. I mean, it does take these almost like you have to step over and just get in there. Not only did your brother Paul Walker have a big heart, but he was a go-getter. He wasn't playing around.
I just want to add in there too. I mean, it's the organization to date now has put in over 60 different deployments to 11 different countries.
Wow.
Some of those countries multiple times, and that also counts for here in the United States. They're extremely busy here in the U.S. with flooding and hurricanes and helping people to get back into their homes that have lost everything. So it's really an all-encompassing organization, hence the name Reach Out Worldwide.
You guys can help if you're listening. My Alaska family. Worldwide family, fuelfest.com. And just know, not only are you celebrating music, art, drift, you name it, but you're paying it forward. And that is special. Our society needs that. Paul Walker, Cody Walker, the Fast Fam, Chris Lee. I've got to bring you back in. Chris, you're an entrepreneur, brother. You're in there with many of us who dibble and dabble and try, and we fail. Listen, I want my youngsters to understand, what does entrepreneur mean? It means fail fast. It's not about all this rock star money and I'm fat and in my wallet.
Yep.
It means how we approach fail fast. I want you to talk to a lot of our youngsters that are hanging with the show as an entrepreneur who got together, who hooked up and started, we can do this Fuel Fest and kick it up notches. How did this all come together, Fuel Fest, and what were some of the challenges, Chris, that you may have run into?
Man, business, it's a grind. I look at it like farming. You're planting a seed and you fertilize it, you water it, and hope that turns into a tree that produces fruit. And it just doesn't happen overnight. So, young entrepreneurs, you gotta You got to work at it and not give up. There's going to be so many moments where you feel like quitting and giving up, but you got to realize a tree doesn't grow overnight. So
that's true.
That's kind of the way I look at entrepreneurship and business, and you just got to face one challenge at a time and fight through it.
Yeah, I think what we need to do, let's go back in time. The very first Fuel Fest back in the spring of 2019. Cody, if you can speak on this, the weather was not that great. It was rainy. It was all kinds of, man, what happened to the sun? What happened? But tell us about that very first Fuel Fest. How'd that make you feel, Cody, about the attendance and the spirit?
Well, I certainly, at first, there we are in Southern California, beautiful, sunny Southern California. And so, naturally, of course, it's our first Fuel Fest. We're going to get rained out because that's just the way that things go sometimes. Definitely a little discouraged in the leading up to it because, for the 10 days leading up to our event, it said it was going to be pouring rain. We're just telling ourselves, we're going rain or shine. There's no backing out now. And the day comes, it's raining sideways. And, it was the most incredible thing because we still had thousands of people roll out to the show in their show-ready cars that just showed up, stuck it out, had the best time ever. The energy was so positive. And it was just a torrential downpour for hours. But it didn't keep people from coming out to show their support and their love. And that was really when we knew that we had the love and support of so many in the car community, in the car culture. It felt incredible. And we knew we were going in the right direction with this.
Yeah, so, no doubt.
And as we joke, we paid the rain tax, so
rain tax.
It's never gonna rain again.
Well, I was gonna say,
our shows.
California, you got way too many taxes. You need another one added to the pile, no doubt. Yeah.
We had a river going through that show, guys. We had a literal river going through there.
Oh my!
And the support just epic, like Cody said. I mean, the fans showed up, the sponsors, and it was a blast and something we'll never forget. But I think people should have brought their boats. It was a boat show.
Wow.
Before we leave you, gentlemen, and connect December 4th, Paul Walker's looking down, man. What would Paul say, Cody, about these efforts to continue his life spirit and his passion?
I hope he'd be proud. It's Reach Out Worldwide is a piece of him that he left behind that we cherish and we're very proud of. And he's a big influence on so many people, including myself and everybody that knew him and was around him. And I don't really think that he had a clue on how much he impacted people. So it's just it's an honor to be able to hold these events and to see Reach Out Worldwide flourish all these years later. And he'd be blown away. I think I really do.
That's so excellent.
Yeah, I could see Mr. Paul Walker hanging with a hoopty in heaven, looking down. Yep. He's definitely got that nice smile.
Yep. Are you baby brother or older brother?
I am the baby of the family.
Okay.
You could even call me an accident.
Never an accident. But I would have to say this. Until we go 100% zero emission vehicles, don't you think December 4th is going to be a festa fuel? Get it?
Yeah. Get your gas on, baby.
That's right, baby.
Well, gentlemen, Chris Lee, Cody Walker, big hugs to the Fast family. And we are just truly honored that you could spend some time with us. And we thank you so much. We're going to see you out at the event. And we're just honored to spend it with you guys here in Wrench Nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, guys. And Chris, thank you so much for surprising us.
Yes.
That was
thank you,
excellent.
guys. We sure appreciate your support, and look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, that's the
Thank
way
you.
it's done.
Thank
I
you.
mean, you get together and you put a festival together like this, and sometimes we don't. It's analysis paralysis when we overthink things.
Yeah.
Right? We just spirit moves forward, and that's what it's about.